All right, we're back on gaming, and understanding within the previous 48 hours, it's been hard to keep up with a lot of information that's been going on. So today, I simply just want to talk about the fighting game community and Capcom in general, okay? And we're going to talk about this. We'll talk about the behavior of people as well. And it's not just singling out certain people. I have to keep saying this, because every fighting game community video that I do, you always have somebody come in and say, well, it's not all of us. So I will say it again for the 1,000th time. It is not everyone in the fighting game community, all right, that make the community look bad. It is not. There are some good things going on in the fighting game community as well, okay? I'm saying that. So just don't think that I keep bagging on you for it. No. Now, anybody who is new to the channel or to these videos, if you don't know, Capcom and I really don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. And in the previous, couple of years, I've gone head to, pretty much head to head with Svensson on things, and the Better Business Bureau got involved, or the Final Fight issue. There was times where during the Devil May Cry stuff, where Capcom would try and pretty much blacklist anything that had to do with me involved, and I showed the proof with that. And it prompted Greg Mann to come out and speak to me about it, and him and I talked, via email and things of that nature. Understand, I've even done videos on how to fix things in Capcom, and we saw slowly but surely some of those ideas were, used. Whatever, it happens. Whether it's coincidence or you believe I helped, whatever, it doesn't matter, okay? But the fact is, I'm a Capcom fan. I've always been a Capcom fan, and throughout the years, and you see all these problems that they have. You get tired of seeing Capcom screw over their customers. You do, all right? At one point, you got to wake up and say, hey, enough is enough. And that's what's happened, in the previous couple of years of what I've done here with Capcom. Now, I will say this right now. We all know that Capcom, the only thing that's keeping their lights on in their business is Street Fighter right now, all right? As of late, the Capcom that we knew, and I think too many people are holding on to nostalgia stake when it comes to Capcom, it's just, let's be honest here. The quality of their stuff has just gone downhill. While trying to charge you for character costumes or extra characters or color palettes and things of that nature, we've seen the hustle, all right? We've seen the people gut the games and find out all the characters in the DLC are on the disc and stuff like that. We've seen it all, okay? So with Capcom, they've kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and yet I'm still trying to sit here and talk to the community about these things instead of just having raging fanboys just say, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So I want to get into this right now. I want to start off with Capcom talking about putting money matches in online fighting games. That's right. Now they want to do money matches. Now, first off, we already know this is going to become a problem due to the fact that someone is going to complain about lag and servers. No, this is not going to go well. But what makes me upset about this, and I'll put the article in the info bar for you, all right, is the way they try to sell you on money matches. And clearly, in the comments, some of these people are for it, and I don't understand this. I'm going to read this right now because as far as I'm concerned, it's not just on a level of it being pretty scummy, but it's definitely a disrespectful slap to the face of us arcade rats from back in the day when we used to stay in arcades all the time. So I want to talk about this right now. I want to read the article, all right? It says, as a child of the arcade era, there was something special about each one I'd earn on Street Fighter II cabinet. Since each game was pay to play, everyone felt that much euphoric as I watched my defeated opponent have to pony up more money, whereas each loss stung that much more as I felt my pockets running out of coins. Essentially, something more than pride was on the line each game, and that made everyone play all that much harder. Now it says, with the event of free online play, it's been difficult putting something on the line other than pride, until now. I'm going to stop right there, all right? Because first off, you didn't pay, to worry about, if you're going to lose money. No, you're paying for the excitement of the game. You're paying for the admission, for the entertainment. You played for pride. Not just that, you played for skills. It was that simple. There was no monetary gain when you played. If I put in a quarter or 50 cents or whatever, all right, and then a guy next to me puts in one, and whoever wins, wins, whoever loses, loses, guess what? That's how it goes, all right? I never took any euphoric, as they would say, euphoric feeling of watching my defeated opponents put in more money. No, I'm saying, okay, he just wants to play. Obviously, he liked the match. You play to learn more, to refine your skills. It was never about having fun at the expense of someone losing. What kind of feelings, where the hell do these people come from with this? All right? And then to say, you had to worry about, losing money when you lost. Dude, when you've been in the arcades long enough and you become a known local, and I'm going to say this now, all right? Because any of you can go as Zenzo Soma on Twitter right now and ask him. When you become a local, you stop paying for your games after a point. They start giving you free credits. If you don't place it, you can ask them. Walk in, hey, you're getting free credits on this game, and you just play. That's what happens when you become known. So money wasn't an issue. You never played for monetary value. The only time I saw people, as we were kids, when you played, you would see a bet here and there, and it wasn't over money. No, we've even seen the hustle where, you put the quarter on the string, you put the quarter in, and then you pull it back out. Yeah, that's when people were broke back then, all right? But also understand, the only type of side bet you saw was, hey, if I beat you in this game, since you've been talking so much, you have to pay for my lunch tomorrow at school. That was it. There was no monetary value to this. You lost, you lost. You won because of the competition, because of the pride, because you're learning more. That was it. But let's keep going. That's why I said it's more of a slap in the face, But it says, today, I'm proud to announce our partnership with Virgin Gaming, which will allow players to compete one another for not only pride, but for money as well. This is them trying to sell you on online gambling. That's what they're trying to do right now. Okay? It says, if there was only one thing that would have made match victory sweeter back then, it would have been if each of those quarters that went to a machine went to me instead. No, that's absolutely wrong. What do you mean that much sweeter? You don't need, no, look, when you won, there was no grand prize. There was no jackpot. It was just, I won. I'm the best right now. That was it. Whether it was for that day, for that hour, whoever came along and smoked you afterwards. That was it. To say that, oh, you gained some monetary value, that's what you were thinking as a kid? That's what you were thinking? You've got to be kidding me. See, like I said, this article, it upsets me so much because that's not what games were about back then, And it said, unfortunately, that wasn't the case back then, but it's definitely the case now. So next time someone taunts you online, you can tell them to put their money where their mouth is. Look, the last time I checked, because I don't need this, the last time I checked, people, they didn't have to worry about others being taunted online. And if you taunt online, just say, okay, well, play me again. That's it. That's it. There was no, oh, you should put up some money because now I'm really going to play. So what you're saying is you were pretty much taking a dive the entire time. Are you telling me that you need incentive to play better, to play harder than just, hey, this guy can beat me? That's it? You need to. This bothers me so much. And it's sad to see that people are on board with this. But that's not all. No. Capcom not too long ago has reached a deal with Twitch, to bring you a pro fighting game tournament. That's right. Now, we all know, for those who know the situation with, with MLG and Capcom, they couldn't reach a deal and things of that nature. This is Capcom's way of going about things. Like I said, they need to keep the lights on and they're banking on Street Fighter. It's funny because Capcom has had so many money problems as of late, and we've seen this. For example, when they went and got Monster Hunter 4, because what we've been saying, do Monster Hunter, get Monster Hunter, hype it up more to sell more. They made a lot of money off of Monster Hunter 4. Was it 4? Monster Hunter 4? I don't remember. It's one of those Monster Hunters, so they haven't kept up because they only put it on the 3DS, and don't even get me started on that, okay? But it made a lot of money, okay? Now I'll put it like this. Oh no, it was 3 Ultimate. All right, made a lot of money, and the money that they made off of it, instead of putting it back into that, economy so they can make more games, they went and put up a mobile studio. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, that's not the way to go about things, Capcom. All right? But like I said, I understand that there's going to be people who are always going to defend Capcom. I get that. But this is clearly the wrong move. And what they're trying to do with Twitch now is to give you this pro fighting tournament. Why? Because they're exploiting, they're exploiting you. They really are. The fighting game community, they're exploiting you at this point. And, it's funny because for them to raise all this money and make a pro fighting game tournament, make these deals, yet they've told you in the past, we don't have money for Street Fighter V. So what are they going to do? Are they going to bank on Ultra Street Fighter 4 and then all the other, fighting games, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3? Is that what you're going to do? Because nobody's really playing Street Fighter vs. Tekken anymore. People are, they're beside that. So are you really going to bank on these two games and say, hey, this is what we're going to do, this is where we need the money at, and then we're going to try to, run its course? When you've actually saturated that for so long, you saw all the different renditions. The arcade mentality doesn't work on the console mentality. It doesn't. And it seems like Capcom still hasn't learned that. And it saddens me to see that this is the route they're going, not because it's what's best for the gamers, and not because this is going to breed competition, but the fact that, this is just about money. And you know when this comes in, you know all the big time names are going to step in. And this is sad because everything I'm saying right now, there's going to be somebody come in and says, well, who are you to say this? But I guarantee you, if you had a bigger name come out and say this because of that superstar mentality for some reason, you know, then you'd be okay with it. Oh, that's great. This is sad to see. This is what Capcom does. And I understand that right now they are taking a lot of backlash. Because for those who did not see what happened, you know, with the newest announcement, you know, the 5th character, it's sad to see that a lot of people contacted me and was like, yeah, they just announced. Did you see the announcement for the Cammy clone? And that's why I didn't know who it was at first, because they just said Cammy clone. And the first thing that came to my mind, I had said to you guys and girls on Twitter, what I say? So Junie and Julie are back, huh? And you were like, no. You were like, not at all. It's not even them. And then you showed me the picture, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Are we really going with Decapre? Now, for those who don't remember Decapre, Bison/Vega in Japan's hit squad, and the clone squad that a lot of people say, is of Cammy. Now, this is what Decapre looks like in the new version that was just announced of Street Fighter 4. And then if we go back, here's an old picture of what Decapre used to look like. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. And why do I say tip of the iceberg? Because so many gamers are irate over the announcement because they felt there were so many other favorite characters that could have been put in Decapre's place. However, understand that afterwards, gamers started doing research. And what happened? We found out that the character design for Decapre was actually, the old version, was actually done as a PC mod by gamers. That's right, in 2009. And ever since that was revealed, in the previous 12 hours, we've seen gamers everywhere online talk about how Capcom stole that mod from that PC gamer. Whether or not it really happened or the evidence, we don't know. But like I said, that was back in 2009. However, there is an article that I will put in the info bar for you that since January, all right, a site sat here and said that this is the route that they would possibly go, and I mean Capcom, because Decapre would be the least amount of effort that Capcom had to put in to sell you on a new character. So you have people now calling them lazy. Like I said, the quality of their work has already gone down. You have people calling them lazy, and now you have gamers calling them thieves as well. This is not looking, well at all for Capcom in this reveal. And this is all within 24 hours. It's crazy. And I also put it like this. I want to shift gears a little bit and go into this back end about the fighting game community. Because once this was announced at Final Round, we also saw something that happened at Final Round as well. And it was, I want to say it was sensationalized, to be quite honest. All right, that was it. Perfect Legend rage quit in the Mortal Kombat tournament. So let's see how this all started at first and see where the controversy comes from. Because as far as I'm concerned, I didn't see a rage quit. I saw somebody quit, but I didn't see someone rage quit. And this is the problem when you have commentators who try to decipher what's going on and get it completely wrong. And apparently, they had a problem at first with what was going on in the match. So let's see what happens first.
Okay, so Perfect Legend getting a really good start here. Oh, no. Just posturing him with a running man stance.
Yeah, now PL just phasing through that, building that meter. Oh, Forever King catch him. This is going to be reduced damage, though, but it's not about the damage. It's about the setup, and Forever King
doesn't convert off the bat release, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh!
But passes back with a 4-3.
Flashes back dishes. Oh my gosh, PL does not care. Oh, this is trouble.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I don't do that.
Okay, good.
Oh!
What? What happened? What the fuck happened? Who disconnected the controller?
For PL.
Oh,
what
no.
happened? What happened?
It was PL's controller. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not like this, guys.
He dropped the controller just... We've had some
Jesus.
dumbass shit with these systems today, man.
I cannot... It's okay. It's okay.
I gotta be honest with you, man.
I think he's gonna take it. He might... Yeah.
It's his...
All right, first of all, let's get something straight. Old boy on commentary really needs to calm down, okay? There's no way you can be, what the fuck? There's no reason for that, all right? It's this simple. Something happened. No one disconnected purposely, okay? Because a lot of people like to say that Perfect Legend disconnected purposely the first time, and that's not the case because he was winning the match. He was winning. All right, but as the rules state, regardless what happened, if you're disconnected or not, you know, whether it's a system malfunction or not, which they do say is a system malfunction, you still lose that round. Okay, so let's not jump to conclusions here. Let's hear what they say about the system malfunction.
God, this is some bullshit. Can we just play?
That's a system malfunction, but what can you do? His thing came unplugged? I mean, rules are rules, man. You know.
All right. We'll just like work past it. It's fine.
I mean, rules are rules.
All right, so like they said, rules are rules. It was a system malfunction. It's really this simple. If you the man, you take that loss. But if you the man, you go get that back. Calm down. I understand that dude was winning. He was when it happened, so he feels kind of slighted. Don't let it get to you. Just play your game, man. That's all you got to do. So let's see what happens when they start it back up.
Here we go.
Yes, finally.
And
what?
Carl, he's starting off hot.
Rock, great, okay.
So Carl starts off good. So mentally, he looks good.
Yeah. No! Forever King, no!
Things working great for Carl so far. PL, everything on firing on all cylinders right now.
Releases the bats, gets a good conversion, goes for the interactable.
Yeah, he doesn't want Flash to be able to bounce off those things, get the advantage.
Yes.
Oh,
good punish. Back 2-3.
And PL's YOLO-ness. Now he's losing. He's not calm anymore.
No.
Oh, it didn't quite reach.
Forever King with all the momentum right now.
PL is, man, he's got to calm down.
It's okay. It's okay. Unfortunately, he doesn't have another game to.
He's got to clash. He's got to clash.
Get out of the corner. Oh, no. You're right. Clash. Just hold forward a minute per. Clash. Fuck. Come on.
What is he doing?
He's losing the game. That's what he's doing, Tom. You can't play the controllers now. This is being outplayed. He just quits.
And he takes it out and he quits. He's upset.
This is not good. Not good. Wow.
He gave it up. All right, I'm going to go coach my boy Rico Suave.
Okay. Wow, a little anticlimactic finish to there. Everyone is quiet. Everyone's quiet. Except for me. I'm usually the loudest guy in the room, and I'm just, I guess, saying what's on everyone's mind. But damn. Oh, my God. He made Perfect Legend rage quits. Forever King. Very good stuff. I'm whispering that right now, but wow, that was a good set. Very, very good set. Wow, Perfect Legend is now challenging everybody. He's challenging Rio, saying that he'll... Oh, I'll fuck it up. Oh, and they're going to play right now. Wow. Yo, seriously, when egos get bruised, guys, I mean, Jesus. There's almost nothing that can cure it.
Okay, so where's the rage? I mean, we saw him quit, but I don't see any rage. He talked about how he was mad, but of course we didn't see that part because of the fact that they were focused on the game. But when he gets up, seems like he's just talking to people. Yeah, you know, we heard, if you hear slowly, you can hear, oh, I'll fuck you up in that game. But I don't see any display of rage. See, that's the difference between quitting and rage quitting. All right, you have to have some type of emotion. You got to get mad. Like, I don't see any rage. I see a guy that was just probably like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I lost. Now, look, I will put it like this, okay? I feel as though if you're in a tournament, you should not be quitting, period. You shouldn't be quitting. Take your loss like an adult. Take your ass whooping like a man. Or, you know what I mean? And afterwards, you tell that man, or if it's a woman, good game. They were clearly the better competitor at that time. That's simple. Give them their credit. Good game. You move on from it. You don't quit in the middle of a fight that you're getting your ass beat in and just be like, oh, and then go over to someone else and be like, yeah, I'll beat you in this game. And though he seems very calm. That's the part I don't get. All right? You can't lose and in turn and challenge other people. That is wrong. I will say that. He's wrong for quitting, but I don't see rage quitting. Anybody can say, look, I'm done, and just not care and quit. All right? But for this guy, for people have been telling me he is sponsored, I put it like this. All right? If you're sponsored and you quit, you are throwing away money from that sponsor. That's how I feel. If you quit, you should have to pay that sponsor back. If you quit, you should have to, if you quit, you shouldn't have another shot for a while until you get yourself together. That's how I feel. You should have to miss out on some tournaments for quitting. This is about playing, of course, for pride. Of course, these guys are playing for money, all right? But you do not do something like that. I think it's just absolutely disrespectful to the person that you're playing, because those people don't have anything personal against you, all right? They're playing just like you. They get the better of you, take it. Take your loss and learn from it. But it seems like that's not what's happening. So though I'm upset with Perfect Legend for quitting in general, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's rage quitting. And that's the problem that we have today, because we're seeing a lot of people, and you're talking to a person who always is criticized, when people sensationalize my attitude. These people are clearly looking for attitude. They're clearly trying to sell you on drama. And a lot of people have been saying, it's like wrestling. The fighting game community is not like wrestling. It's not. Stop that. All right? Nothing is scripted unless you're okay with collusion. Understand that they are looking for drama. I'm going to show you a nice example of what I'm talking about right now.
Oh, well, next time, guys. The ruling...
I think Saltface just won against Darth Arma. In the background, you see that pop off. Saltface is very happy.
Yo, what is that guy talking about? What pop off? Do these people know what the definition of popping off really means? That's not a pop off. It's two guys getting up, the crowd cheered, shaking hands, pretty much giving each other a hug, and saying good game. That's what it is. Good game. You know what? Let's look at it again. So if you wasn't focused on it, I'll run it again so that you can see exactly what happened. Pay attention to the background.
Oh, well, next time, guys. The ruling...
I think Saltface just won against Darth Arma. In the background, you see that pop off. Saltface is very happy.
So once again, as you can see, nothing's going on, all right? I didn't see a rage quit earlier, and I didn't see anyone pop off right now. And the community, you have to start looking and say, hey, wait a minute, these guys are starting to make us look bad. They're trying to grab views off of drama that's not there. That's the problem. But here's also the other problem. Like I said earlier, it's not everyone that makes the fighting game community look bad, but when you look at those comments, you're seeing things like this towards Perfect Legend simply because he quit. So much for equality, right? Look, I put it like this. That's not called for. If someone quits, let him quit. It's disrespectful, it's dishonorable, but you don't call them that, man. I can understand even maybe if you got into a heated discussion with them or something and it just came out, you said it. I get that too. You know what I mean? But that's not what happened here. You're watching a video, of a guy quitting, and that's the first thing you say to him. And here's the thing. I've also seen this a lot as of late, and people have reported, when people have a difference of opinion on what fighting games they like. Look, in the fighting game community, back then, everyone respected what they played. I'm seeing, gamers now talking about I'll play this game, but I won't play any game it's anime related. Are you serious? You do realize that these games from Japan are all Asian influenced, right? You get that. So I don't understand this. Where did the disrespect come from that my game is better than yours? No, if you have a preference in fighting games, that's fine. But to say my game's better than yours because X amount of people more play it, no, it's just more popular. The thing is, that's what made the fighting game community go round. All these games were respected, and it grew the community, and it made it larger. To only single out certain games, Ultimate Marvel's Capcom, or Street Fighter, and then somewhere along the line, King of Fighters, and then you say, well, I'm not going to play Blaze Blue, or Guilty Gear, or Persona 4, because they're anime themed. Are you serious? That's absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't matter the art style of the game. Fighting game is a fighting game. It's that simple. I guess a lot of you people wouldn't have played Battle Arena Toshinden back in the day. You've got to be kidding me. This should not even be an issue as far as I'm concerned, but yet we're seeing this. There's too much fighting going on amongst the community on what game they like. Once again, what game you like. And this is why people are starting to have a problem with a lot of things too, as well as what games are making it into certain tournaments and things of that nature. It doesn't make sense. Fighting games should be universal. The community should be universal. But yet for some reason, we're still having this pissing contest. I don't get it, man. It's sad that this is what it's come down to, but it just seems like a lot of things still need to be cleaned up. And like I said, once again, I'm sure there's somebody going to come in here and say, how dare you say this? Our fighting game community is sunshines and rainbows. And you got to be kidding me, man. Seriously. This is just the start of things, all right? This, like I said, this just happened within the 24 hours to 12 hours around there, that time frame. All this. And Capcom had already announced that a while ago, the one thing a while ago, but come on. You've got to be kidding me if you're going to fall for this. You really need to stop letting the community be exploited. They need to start respecting you gamers on a completely different level. And what I mean by that is seeing you as your equal, not just someone that they can just exploit. That's all I gotta say for today. So anyways, we'll do it again. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. I'm out.